Is it love and light or light and love? The path of a ninja. In preparation for this project, you will need a ruler, that mask, any type of mask. We're making a Mutant Ninja Turtle mask, so any color felt that you have, glue or tape, a marker, scissors, chapstick, hair ties, lion's mane mushroom fungus. That's ninja warrior food, and some string. Now, if you're here just to make the craft, the ninja mask, then I suggest you skip 11 minutes and 58 seconds right to the craft making section. Otherwise, stick around. We have 12
Now,
minutes worth of
do you
philosophy.
have what it takes to be a ninja warrior? It's around the year 1550, and Japan is at war with itself. Future historians will call it the Warring States period. For you, that means you're on an active service for a warlord. He's the most powerful man in your state, and you must do whatever he orders you to do. He's sure a rival warlord is about to attack. However impossible the challenge, you must keep your nerve and serve your lord and master to the very end. And historically, in feudal Japan, we are led to believe that the emperor was the ultimate leader, but he was just a figurehead and ruled without power. And it was the shogun, a military dictator, who was Japan's real leader with unlimited power. And what I wanted to present was somewhat of a divergent view that the ninja were the all powerful, that they had the skills and the weapons and the numbers. From the years of training since early childhood, they acquired soft and hard skills to prepare them to fulfill their destiny. And that's what it is, destiny. You are born to be a ninja, not made. And from the moment you are born, your whole life is planned out for you. You are the son or daughter of a ninja. Your family can trace its roots back through many generations of ninjas, and each one of them has lived to serve a warlord. From an early age, you have been trained by your father in the craft of ninjitsu, passing on the skills he knows to equip you for your life as a ninja. And here we have our first lessons in ninjitsu. They list at age 5, you learn balance. You walk along a narrow beam to improve your balance. At age 5 as well, you leap over bushes to improve how well and quickly you can move your body, improving your agility. Age 9, flexibility. Age 11, kicking. You practice kicking techniques against bundles of straw. And at age 12, finally, you learn how to use a wooden staff to protect yourself. And that brings us to our first handy hint on the top right. Listen to your father. He has lots of good advice about your training. Ninja organization. Ninjas are very well organized. You belong to a school or a group known as a ryu. The warlord is also known as the daimyo, and the headman, like senior managers, the jonin, who under him is the middleman, the chunin, and you are the low of the low, the genin. Uh, Here we have handy hint. It says, don't ask questions. If the jonin wanted you to know who he is, he'd tell you. Curiosity will get you in trouble. If anyone's been in any kind of organization, corporation, company with any kind of hierarchy, you could relate. Here it says, why me? The genin says, the ninja. And about a week ago, I just had this conversation with my partner about that statement, why me? And as if it was the most disempowering statement one person can make. And so it shows how this book is trying to portray the ninja as this disempowered individual. And this brings me to my main question. Is it love and light, or light and love, and what is the difference? So for me, one who has made love the primer for knowing light can be distinguished from one who knows the light from knowing darkness, and thus a love from a superior light. In other words, if a thing exists in a world attempting to spread what they know of love and as love, but then fail to recognize that existence was born of darkness and that the desire to revel in light only comes from an instantaneous and pre-existing or pre-formed inclusion of the opposite, which is dark, then there will be components of said love that will be expressed from a state of lack. Meaning the love is self-serving, and so the love of the love and light salutation is the love of incompleteness. It is not the love expressed from abundance, where love exudes from the source. It is just is, and words nor any expression, verbal or nonverbal, is necessary to have a feeling, an experience of love by the loved in the presence of the lover, quote unquote. 20 years ago, I addressed members of my Dragon Boat team in a meeting when we were trying to resolve drama within the group dynamic. I said, there is no Luke Skywalker without Darth Vader. Today, the analogy can be no less relevant, as the ninja, armed with the skills of entering the darkest realms and environments of the mind, rises to the top of the hierarchy where the illumined shogun and emperor lay. They have added a layer to enlightenment by knowing the light of the day, but also by knowing the darkness of death. Darth, dark, and the source of darkness, which is Vader, the Father birthing both light and dark.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had focked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death, who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
Attack, the enemy finds you. What was that? Spare me. Leave him. Time to go. Whoa. Whoa. Intense. Intense. So. Whoa. Arquebusier. Arquebusier. A new weapon that shoots a ball of solid lead. Well, I guess that's a gun. Handy hint. This is where I wanted to point out. Blow powder into an attacker's eyes. It'll blind him just long enough for you to escape. So, what are they telling you here? Just always carry powder with you. Powder in a capsule, vial, however. And I guess it looks like a straw he has here. So,
powder and a straw. Okay,
a bit more bonus material here. We got the equipment you will need, which I believe you could all purchase on Amazon.com.ca. They probably need to be sharpened. And here we got a handy hint: don't wear black clothes in snowy conditions. Wear white. Spend days alone in a small room. It will improve your patience. Credit to John Mallam, the author, illustrated by David Antrim, and designed and created by David Solaria. Thank you to all three of those guys. You are ninjas.
So finally, it's time. Craft time. Let's make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mask together. I'm gonna grab my purple felt scrap material that I had left over from making crap during last Halloween. And then the mask is important, you know, measure, if you've all heard that measure twice, cut once. What do you call it, a proverb? Either way, I measured and I forgot, so I had to just grab the mask again here and just wing it. Yeah, not good. I don't even have a 3-second memory. So there I go, grabbing my Sharpie. So far it looks like it's gonna be an asymmetrical face. If you don't know anything about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Donatello had a purple mask. He was one of my favorites, but so was Raphael. I think he's the one with the size.
oh, here's the trick.
And this is a trick I learned from grade school, I guess. See, all you have to do is fold your paper in half, and you cut once, and you got your ellipse, circle, whatever shape that you're trying to make that's supposed to be symmetrical. So here we go. I got one eye cut. Move on to the next one. My God, we're pretty much halfway there. We're halfway to making a Donatello mask in time for February 22nd, National Ninja Day in Japan. The reason I made this video was because we're just noticing so much manipulation of information these days, manipulation of our history, even manipulation of dates. International Ninja Day, for example, is December 5th. But why? Why change it if the National Day is February 22nd? Let's move on. String to tie your Donatello mask up. Why don't you? Do you ask? Why do you ask? Don't I just make one that goes all the way around your head? Well, it's obvious, because my felt scrap material was not that long. I'm using that trick again to make a tiny hole to tie the string on both sides of the felt. Oh, another question. What the hell? Why are you leaving that scrap? That must be bugging a lot of you perfectionists, isn't it? That little scrap piece of felt dangling. I left it there on purpose just to bother you. I know you perfectionist artists,
Get rid of that already.
hobby artists even.
That flyaway, that stray.
Simple knot will do. It's really it's good string, I think. Nylon string. Laying it out, testing it out.
Anything about Ninja Turtles. No,
Perfect.
purple is Donatello.
Lined up. I don't know how I did it. You know, I guess it's becomes sort of instinctual at a point.
This is just backup.
You know, your craft making, where when you do it so many times, you know that it's just like it becomes easy.
So there's a special.
You know, you can do it with your eyes closed even.
I forgot.
And there is a lot of things that I do with my eyes closed. Sometimes I go to the bathroom in complete darkness. Not. Tie. And I didn't want to get messy, so I opted out for. I opted out of the spray adhesive for a few strips of tape. Actually, I lied. I really like this mask. I didn't want to use the adhesive and destroy the mask, and maybe I could reuse the mask in the future. So that's the reason. But the more committal you are to your art, the more resources you will invest in that are more permanent. You know. And better quality even, you know. You'll probably have felt that's much longer than the one I have. There 3 would do, I think. Even though felt is not like it's very porous. There we go. Can't wait to try this on at this point. I'm thinking that that spongy looking thing is a lion's mane. Oh, the end. Thank you.